history and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. Just about set to kick it away. Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. All right, guys, here's our first look at this offense today. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run the option. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Snags it over the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
A completion, but not enough for the 1st down, and the offense is ready to punt. Fair catch, called for and made. And a big key as this game unfolds is just how aggressive will he be throwing the football at a lockdown corner like that.
Yeah, and when you're an elite quarterback, you think you can do whatever you want to do, and you think you can make the right decisions. I'm interested to see how much he'll test that cornerback on the other side.
You know, there's a saying,
He's off to the races. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
One of the things I love about these misdirection-type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David, and you saw it right there.
And saying the word angles means a lot because that's exactly what you do. Now I can block down and I can leave somebody unblocked, pull around, kick him out, use misdirection in the backfield. Really just get your eyes as a defense on something else and then go the other direction. Nice misdirection play call by this offense.
Wide receiver shows motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
That's a route the QBs and receivers should be able to connect on in their sleep. It's a simple 5-yard hitch route. Receivers got to do a better job catching the football.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. It'll be a draw. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Unloads it left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
And here comes the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. He'll ride his man on the option. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line.
And they give it to the fullback going downhill right now. And I tell you what, most of the time, the fullback takes you the ball, but it's most of the time as a blocker. And they give it to him really quickly. Linebacker comes down and meet him in the hole. I tell you what, that's big on big collision right there. Big boy pads and big boy pads.
On second down, looking again to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And I'll tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if you can't reel in those catches.
3rd and short, they've got them back up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Makes the grab. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They're backed up just a little. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll go to the ground. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. The play action fake. Got him downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And I like having matchups outside like this. Guys that I know will win right away. 3rd down, find my guy, get him the rock, he gets the 1st down.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. Give to the fullback. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a 4th-quarter game.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? They want to throw it. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a 1st down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. On the option. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Oh, I love when you give the fullback the ball. It's kind of a dying breed. It's been taken out of most offenses. But I like when you reward him for all the unselfish plays he has to have throughout a game.
And you know what I like to see? The evolution in football. Fullbacks become a bit of a dying breed. Now you're starting to see a few sneak back in here and there.
It's crazy. Football's cyclical, right? The moment somebody does something else, you go the other direction and just always changing.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious. The defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. On the option. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Here comes the option. He'll pull it on the read. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Snags it! And it'll be a touchdown.
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
They go for vertical, and I love that play call. This is one of the best receivers in the country. This play is tailor-made for him. He does a great job with the route. He understands coverages, and he's got a great catch radius. What a good play call for this particular play.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Strolls into the end zone for a touchdown. That ball was squirting around on the field, finally corralled by the defense, and they turn it into 6.
And it's so hard defensively. Do I jump on it and make sure I get it, or do I scoop it up and try to make the big play? He chose to scoop it up, and it pays off, makes the big play, gets the touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And now this offense will take the field again. Give to the back. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
They bring the punter onto the field now. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. Fair catch is made, but there is laundry on the deck, so we might be having a do-over.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. He's got an open man. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Live by the blitz. Get hit with a chunk play on the blitz, too, especially if you're man up on that dude.
And you know what? You lose some battles, especially to receivers like this who are so elite. You're going to lose some of those, but I'm still going to be aggressive. I'm still going to play man. I'm still going to have to bring some blitzes. So I look for this defense to stay aggressive, but maybe give that guy a smidge more attention.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Out of the gun to give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
So if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Fires to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on 1st down, open up the entire playbook.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll power it inside with the fullback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Fires on the move. On target to the left. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Brewster. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance, and I mean you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides, but you got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle, and they did right there.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he's in for the touchdown. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
Don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you can tell the angle's just getting chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I got to make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's caught. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Finds his tight end. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he's got it at the 20. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Makes the catch. It's Allen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete on the right side. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Pocket starts to collapse. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
3rd and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Off the play fake. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Akron. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at InfoCision Stadium.
All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The offense set for a 1st down play. Trying to set the tone with the run. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. And he's brought down after a nice gain. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. fast motion from the offense. Going up top on first down. He finds his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Brings up second down.
Now on second down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick release on the RPO. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Zimmerman. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the ground with the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
Second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Now the play fake. Looking to scramble. Still running at the 40. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now on the option. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And you usually don't bring in dime packages for running teams. You bring in dime because you know they're going to throw the football. You got more speed on the back end to cover. And defensive linemen know they have their job to do. And their job is to go get that quarterback and get that sucker on the ground.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Motion from the offense. Pulled and fired complete. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. They'll try the run. A collision, and he's stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
At the 27. Second down coming up.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
At the 35-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Got his man down the middle. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too?
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll run the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. going with the running game on first down, now back at it. The option look. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles, and he helps his offense out.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Goes to the option. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
In situations like this, offensively, when you've got the lead in the fourth quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in your sleep, and they do it right there, ripping off 7 yards.
Here on 2nd down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. On the option. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Now on the move. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, on offense, you have got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing in the 2nd level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They'll run the option. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Now on 2nd down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. He'll ride his man on the option. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. On the option. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And, David, this is where I think you could have excelled. You're a great defensive end. There's other positions you could have played. Fullback, I know, being one of them. How about that guy there picking up the first?
That's a nice job. Don't make this hard. Don't make it overly complex. We've seen the big fellas block all the time. Give him a bone, reward him. Now he'll block harder and he'll block longer in the future.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. On the option. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Here comes the option. Strong belief in this running game as he powers his way ahead and picks up 8. It's 4th and 1.
Well, the fullback helping out his offense here, running the football. Nice job finding the hole and getting upfield. Takes a lot to bring this guy down.
4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bannister. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to throw it to start the drive. With the catch, it's Matthews. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Brought down at the 20-yard line.
The completion short of the sticks, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm.
Don't you just love the big boys? When the big boys up front do their job and create a great pocket, and the quarterback has time now to survey the field and take shots down the field and make huge plays.
They want to just keep throwing it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Allen.
The pass to the receiver on first down was complete. Gain of 7. Brings up second down.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on second down. Grab near the marker. It's Allen. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. He'll come out throwing on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Matthews. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock.
Brings up the second down and goal to go.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead, you know they're going to be passing, and you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee.